Hello string students. This is a video tutorial on how to tune your instrument at home if you find that you are not able to see your string teacher for any given amount of time. Please remember that these are all very fine, careful adjustments. It takes music and string teachers a very long time to develop their ears and technique to make these minor changes to be able to tune instruments proficiently. As young students, this might be kind of challenging for you. Remember, you can always just stop and play on your instrument out of tune. What we wouldn't want to happen is for you to make a huge adjustment or do something out of your capabilities and potentially break a string or something on the instrument, and then you can't practice at all. So be very careful, use the app and listen to the instructions very carefully and go slowly and be patient with these fine tuning adjustments. One more quick note. You are only going to be using the fine tuners for this video. The fine tuners are located on the tailpiece, right there. We're only going to be using these. You can turn these almost 3 to 4 turns in either direction, and you'll probably be safe from breaking a string. These are minor movements, and it's just gonna slightly change the pitch one way or the other. However, we don't want you using any of these pegs. The pegs make very large pitch adjustments. They can add a lot of tension to the string and possibly break it. And remember, you can practice on an instrument that's out of tune, but you really can't practice on one with a broken part or a broken string. So please do not use these pegs. We are only working with the fine tuners. Okay, so the first thing you need is to download the app called Tuner Pitched. It is a free version. There's an upgraded version, but you shouldn't need it. You should have everything you need just with the free version. So go ahead and open that. There will be a prompt when you first open it to allow microphone access. Make sure that you do allow for that. You turn it on so that it can hear your instrument and help you tune. The first thing you'll need to do is go to this chromatic, and it says instrument tuning mode on. We're gonna select that, and we actually get to pick our instrument. So cello is up here at the top. And we have this little dial here. It goes right and left, and it kind of wiggles around depending on if you have to go one way or the other. So if it goes to the right, it's too high. Let's see, too high, loosen string. Or if it goes to the left, too low, tighten string. So that's kind of a really great tip here. Takes out the guesswork. So I'm going to start with the A. I can play that as many times as I want. Really get that pitch in my head to see what I want the string to sound like. And I'm going to go ahead and pizzicato my A. Ooh, and the dial moves when I look at my fine tuners, this is a little strange actually for a second because we're a cello, so you kind of have to pretend like you're a giraffe with a really long neck when I'm playing my cello. And I'm going to take my really long neck and look down on these fine tuners like this and pretend like it's a clock. So take the face of this tuner and pretend like it's a clock. Doesn't really matter where the numbers are, but if you could picture the hour hand and the minute hand and which direction they move, if I was looking directly at it. Here's a little chart to help you out. So if I want to go higher, I'm gonna turn it righty-tighty, clockwise, if I want the pitch to go higher. And if I want it to go lower in pitch, I'm gonna go lefty-loosey, lower, or counterclockwise. It's actually the same exact directions with your bow and when you tighten and loosen the bow with your end pin adjuster. Okay, I'm actually gonna put this. Ooh. Let's see if I can balance everything on the cello. So we can look at this. And remember, you're a long-necked giraffe looking down on your cello while you do this. Let's see if I can balance everything. Okay, so let me hear that A one more time. Okay, here's my A. It says it's too high. So if I look down, this is my A fine tune adjuster. And I want it, it's too high, so I want to go lower. I'm going to go lefty, looser, lower. So I'm going to give it a nice, maybe half turn. See what happens. Still too high. Maybe a quarter turn, lefty, loosey. Closer. Another quarter turn, lefty, loosey. Wow, that's super close. Another quarter turn, lefty, loosey. One more time. Okay, and that is pretty close. Students, if you can get it like maybe between these two little dots, like minus or plus 50, that's pretty darn close. Music teachers and musicians can get it right to zero, dead on, but as a youngster trying this for the first time, you may not be able to get it right at that zero. If it's pretty close, then it's going to be enough to tune and have it sound okay for practicing. Also, if you have strings that are older, which you might if you have a rental and they haven't been changed out in a while, you may not be able to hit that zero on the money anyway, because the string might waver a little bit, false or sharp or flat. Okay, let's try the D. Okay, I'm gonna try my D. Ooh, that was too low. It says too low, tighten string. So just remember this little chart. I wanna make it tighter, higher in pitch, righty-tighty. So I'm gonna look down at my tuner, go righty-tighty to make it higher, half a turn or so. still too low. Need to go righty-tighty. I'm gonna try 3/4 of a turn. Still got a ways, half a turn. A little bit more, 1/4 turn. And that is pretty close. So we'll just stick with that. So remember, higher righty-tighty clockwise or lefty-loosey makes it lower counterclockwise. And we're looking down at the cello like we have a long giraffe neck, and it's like you're looking at it with your head dangling upside down or something. And just be super careful, go slowly, minor changes and movements, and you should be just fine. Good luck.